What's going on, everybody? My name is Ryan, and welcome back to Doki Doki World of Dreams Act 2. And yay, no more ASMR. No more having to really talk this close to the mic and be quiet. No more hearing me inhale before every sentence that badly. I'm so sorry. Oh, man. Also, no more hour-long episodes. Like, at this point, I have not uploaded the first two episodes. Part 1 will be going up hopefully when I finish this demo. I don't know how long this demo is, but if I had to guess, World of Dreams was based on was based on every day. I have a feeling that maybe the demo is just this first day. But anyway, in the last episode, it literally happened last night. What the fuck? Oh yeah, we literally ran into everybody again. You know, we checked back with Sayori. Kotonoha seems different. Like, everybody except for Mori seems different. Like, you know, Yuri hasn't gotten sane yet. Natsuki seems like a little bit more of a bitch. But, you know, we helped her out. And it was really, really wholesome. Anyway, without further ado, let's get into it. Also, watch as soon as I'm, able to actually show emotion. Watch the mod just, end before you even get to the club. I mean, if that happens, oh well. And if that happens, then I'll just have this be, a review thing. But yeah, we ended off with, we ended up ending it when, the end of the school day. That took me a hot minute. As the day ends, students excitedly begin putting their books away, and I can hear them talking about various things. I look back and see, to my surprise, that Kozu is not there anymore. I don't even remember hearing her leave, although it's possible she slipped out before me. Miji was still asleep, but I could feel him wake up as soon as blah, blah, blah. Oh, Frey, that's right. Even though it literally happened, I ended recording only 10 hours ago, or something like that, around there. Yeah, I forgot that Michi has narcolepsy. Ugh, huh. What time is it? End of school, dude. Really? I fell asleep again? Yeah, you did. Oh, damn. Damn indeed. I was trying so hard. It's not your fault, man. I'll just drink a bit more coffee throughout the day. Yeah, that might help. Thanks. No problem. So, to the club then. Yes, indeed. You gonna be alright? You're nervous. Just like the last time I did this, I'm nervous, but not in quite the same way as before. Which makes sense. Which makes a lot of sense. Miji is right, I am nervous, although I think the correct term would be downright petrified. I can't help but wonder what things are going to be like in the club room when I arrive. Will Natsuki and Yuri be at each other's throats without Monica or Sayori there to try and keep them in check? Or will they just be ignoring each other? I sigh. Yeah, I am. Oh, well, so am I. Huh. Good to know I'm not alone and that you're with me on this. Alone? You're literally controlling my body. This is the closest level there is of being with me. I smile a bit. It's comforting to know that he hasn't quite lost his sense of humor here. How true. Well, let's head off to the literature club then. Slinging my bag over my shoulder, I head out into the crowded school hallway. I pay close attention to the students around me as we walk. I remember a few of them from the past week, and nothing I'm seeing indicates any change in personality. As I head towards the club room and approach the stairs to the fourth floor, I hear running footsteps from down the hall. Is she crying? That tripped me out for a second. That really tripped me out for a second. Because I thought those were her eyes. I was a bit, oh. Looking around, I see Kozu running towards me. She looks a bit disheveled as she runs past me, looking like she's she's going to cry. I watch her go, concerned. What was that about? Any idea? None. I turn back to head to the club room when the reason for whatever upset Kozu almost collides with me. Ah. The STD vending machine. We meet again. Yay. Of course, it was yay. Also, I just noticed. This bitch got the longest neck I've ever seen. Hey, watch it. She glares at me angrily. Way to go, Ryan. 2 first impressions ruined. Although there was no way I would have made an effort in her case anyway. Not really wanting to cause any trouble, I step aside. That's better. She walks past me, then sees Kozu running and turning down the stairs. She scoffs. What a crybaby. I just roughed her up a little bit. She hasn't changed, I see. Nah, I don't like it. She walks past me and down the hall with a confident stride. Seriously, what is wrong with that girl? You don't think she, Okay, I'm gonna say, beat her up, but I had a worse thought come to mind that I'm not gonna say. If she did, there's gonna be hell to pay, I promise you that. I can feel the anger rising again, and I take a few deep breaths to calm down again. You sure you're gonna be okay? Yeah, I can manage. I continue to walk towards the club room. When I reach it, I hold my hand up and knock. Come in. I gently but firmly slide the door open. I peek in, acting as if I'm not sure if I'm in the right place. Natsuki and Yuri are, to my surprise, sitting at 2 desks that have been turned towards one another, each holding a small, pale green booklet. Excuse me, sorry for interrupting you, but is this the literature club? The girls exchange a look for a brief moment, then Yuri stands and faces me a bit nervously. Yes, that's correct. Oh, that's good. I wasn't sure I had the right place. Hey, I remember you from this morning. Natsuki's tone is almost accusatory? Oh, have you 2 met already? Accusatory, that... I'll look that word up on my own. Oh, have you 2 met already? Natsuki freezes. Suddenly she looks a bit nervous. I immediately jump in. I accidentally ran into her this morning on my way to class. Oh, I see. Well, welcome to the literature club. I'm the vice president, Yoshika Yuri. Okay, so that's still correct. This is one of our members, Muramoto Natsuki. I'm Chizumiji. Nice to meet you 2 officially. Yes, of course. Wait, did you guys meet already? We talked a little bit at lunch about her book. Oh. I look around the room as if looking for a 3rd person. By the way, where's Asano-san? Our president. How do you know her? Well, she was the one who told me about the club earlier. Really? I was unaware that she was considering bringing in new members. Well, I'm just here to check out the club, that's all. Sorry if I disappointed you. Huh? Why would we be disappointed? Okay. Not the response I was expecting. Well, I mean, from what she told me, you're 1 member short of being an official club. I'm guessing that's why she asked. Psh, so she asked you. Why? Not sure, really. I mean, we were in the same class last year, but that's basically the only way I know her. Well, even if you're just visiting, as vice president, it is my duty to welcome you. Thank you very much. Yeah, welcome, I suppose. I'm sorry Monica isn't here today, but she told me she wasn't feeling well and that she was staying home today. Oh, well, I'm sorry I missed her. I'll tell her you stopped by after the club meeting is over. In the meantime, would you like some tea? Today is certainly a day for it. I indicate the rain outside with a small smile. It is indeed. I'll go find some water and be right back. So saying, Yuri grabs the hot water heater and rushes out of the club room, leaving me alone with Natsuki. Hello, Natsuki. So, the atmosphere gets tense just then, and I'm not entirely sure what else I can say. I've never had this happen to me before. However, before I can try again, Natsuki speaks up. Hey, listen. About earlier today, with the milk and energy bars. If you still think you owe me anything, you really don't. No, that's not it. Dummy. I fucking love her. I feel a small bit of relief from this exchange. It feels more normal than anything else that's been going on lately. I just wanted to thank you. And make you promise not to tell anyone about it, okay? Right. I promise. Good. You'd better. I nod in affirmation. Yep. Suddenly I hear someone's stomach growling. Oh! I've never seen that one before. Oh my god. Natsuki's face goes beet red and she looks away. That is adorable. I smile a bit, then reach down into Michi's backpack, pulling out some of the food I'd gotten from the vending machines earlier. Here, take whichever ones you like. Natsuki looks at me again, frowning in suspicion. Is something wrong? Michi, correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't she readily accept the cookie I bought for her last time? Did she? Did she? I don't remember that. Huh. No, you're right. She did pretty much dig into that cookie. I wonder why. She looks down at the bars I've laid out on the desk in front of her, then looks back at me. Why? What do you want out of me? What? Oh, come on, Natsuki. Suddenly, she brings her hands over her chest, almost in a protective gesture. You don't want to do that, do you? What? Oh, God, no! No! I shake my head, looking horrified. What the hell kind of experience does Natsuki have that her mind immediately goes to sex? That wasn't my intention at all, I swear. It crossed my mind. And it literally crossed my mind a few seconds ago. Fuck, Miji, you read my mind. God damn you. Ryan, do you think her dad... I refuse to believe that. Hey, calm down. It was just... No. Okay. I take a few moments to compose myself. Sorry, I didn't mean to snap, but I just find it hard to believe that Natsuki's dad would be capable of that, even now. But I shouldn't have dismissed it out of hand. Yeah, you really shouldn't have. I frown. Yeah, I kind of got put in your place there. I guess I got put in my place. But I get it. No one would want to think that. True. Still, sorry for blowing up at you. It's okay. Thanks, man. Hey, stop spacing out on me and just tell me what you want. I look back up at Natsuki. Look, Muramoto-san, I don't want anything like that out of you. I promise. I was just trying to help. She doesn't move for what seems like minutes, but is probably only a few seconds. Finally, she reaches over and grabs the nearest candy bar, a bar named Cardbibble that resembles a Kit Kat bar. Quickly, she opens it, but just like with the milk earlier, sniffs hesitantly at the bar. Okay, so why is she being this cautious? It could be your dad. It could be Kotonoha, which I guess Kotonoha was like needed like a favor. Like if you wanted a favor, Kotonoha would want one out of you. I don't know, man. Finally, she breaks off a piece and eats it. I open a small bag of chips and slowly begin eating. While she nibbles on the chocolate-covered wafer bar, I see Natsuki looking up at me with a lingering bit of suspicion in her eyes. Thankfully, Yuri comes back just then. Her face looks a bit flush. I hope that doesn't mean what I think it means. It probably does. Yeah, she probably went to cut herself. Fuck. I didn't think of that. Because Act 2, Yuri did that a lot. Sorry for the wait. She looks at what Natsuki and I are doing. Where did you get the food? I bought them earlier. Sorry, is there no eating allowed in the classroom? No, that's not it. I pull out a small maca cake and hand it out for Yuri. If you want some, I don't mind. I brought too much this morning anyway. Yuri looks down at the cakes, then back up at me with a curious expression. Are you sure? Of course, be my guest. You prepared tea for me. It's the least I could do. Yuri smiles at me gratefully. Thank you very much, then. She takes the cake and opens it, taking a bite and clearly enjoying it. Yuri then walks over to the closet and begins gathering the tea set and placing it on the shelves against the back wall. Silence falls. The only sound at the moment is Yuri's preparation of the tea. I nervously pat my lap, trying to think of something to say. Natsuki looks slightly nervous, looking out the window mostly, giving me suspicious glances. Finally, I clear my throat. So, what were you reading before I came in? Huh? Natsuki looks over at me, startled out of whatever train of thought she was having. Oh, here. She shoves one of the books forward. I gingerly pick it up and read the title. American Short Stories. Is it? Okay. Huh. Alright. Which one were you reading? A horseman in the sky. Isn't that the same story they read last time? Oh yeah, it is. You're right. That's a bit encouraging, isn't it? I like it, yeah. We'll see. No, I'll let him have the optimism. Like, there's been a lot of changes, but I guess it is nice to see, like, similarities, I guess. Really? Why that one? Ride the way into his heart. It's the one Monica chose for us to read this weekend for discussion. Natsuki says this with what almost sounds like a duration. I wanted to read something else. Manga. Now, Natsuki, there's no need for that. Yuri returns with the tea set and places it on a nearby desk. She pours tea into 3 cups and hands one to me and Natsuki. We all agreed on the story. I know it's not a manga like you. Yuri! Natsuki looks simultaneously angry and embarrassed. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I mean... Yuri looks immediately flustered. Is something wrong with manga? I mean, I read manga too. It might not be what most people consider literature, but they tell stories, don't they? Haha! Well, yeah, they do. Oh my god, she's so adorable. I don't know why. I like to gravitate towards the tsunderes. I don't know why. See, Yuri? I'm not the only one who thinks manga is literature. I never said it wasn't. I simply said it wasn't my medium of choice. Oh. Well, at least there's someone else in the school who knows the truth. I smile a bit at this exchange. It feels pretty normal to me. Anyway, what's the story about? Yuri looks up a sudden renewed... I know she shows excitement. Like, I just don't like those eyes. They actually send a chill down my spine. Yuri looks up with sudden renewed excitement, almost like the excitement she showed earlier in the cafeteria. It's a story set during the American Civil War. The protagonist is a Union soldier named Carter Durst, hiding in the brush, where he spies a Confederate horseman, a confident horseman. The story follows his train of thought as he contemplates firing on the soldier, but he hesitates for a moment. The author also utilizes some flashbacks to Carter's time with his family. When he joined the Union, his father both called him a traitor and encouraged him to follow what he perceived his duty to be. It ends with Carter shooting the horseman, and it's revealed in the end. Oh god, her face. She pauses. She suddenly pauses, looking apprehensive. I chuckle and nod. I don't mind spoilers for this. Go ahead. It's gonna be his dad. Oh, thank you. I barely didn't even notice. I didn't even notice her eyes until last second. Oh wow! Actually, wait. Hold on a second. I actually didn't know that. Oh, that was a shot in the dark, but I guess it kind of it's kind of predictable. My eyes widen. Whoa, damn, that's pretty well cut and dry, in my opinion. Yuri and I both pause and turn to Natsuki. Oh, how so? Think about it. They're enemies in the war, and it's kill or be killed. Doesn't matter if you're family. I guess, yeah, that makes sense. That's kind of harsh of Natsuki, but with how her father must be treating her, not surprising. It might seem harsh, but at the same time, it's kind of true. I respectfully disagree. I believe that Carter's internal struggles are meant to be interpreted as a lesson in the relationship between father and son. Wait, what? Intrigued, I lean forward, tea in hand. How so? Even Natsuki is a bit curious, if still stubborn. I'm curious. As I understand this story, Carter and his father actually parted. Yep. Despite the father vehemently disagreeing with his son's choice of army. Jesus Christ, Morby. Or, like, what the fuck? What's with all this fucking 20... What's with all these big words? My small puny brain can't handle it. However, since the mother was on her deathbed, they actually agreed not to tell her and hoped to reconcile in the future. There are many themes at work in this short story, but the main themes are the contrast between familial relationships and duty. Carter decided that sparing his father's life would have killed many more people in the end, and in this case, duty won out. Okay, that also makes sense. I still think that is too wordy for my taste. Fair enough. Is it so hard to make your point without all the fanciness? Don't say it, Yuri. I know what you're gonna say already. Awkward. No shit. As I watch the interaction between the two, I begin noticing a slight tension that I don't remember from before. Yes, they had different viewpoints and the argument last time around, but the tension wasn't this bad. Wasn't the first fight in Act 2 kind of bad, though? It was. Because mentions killing herself. I don't know why I didn't sense it before. Maybe not killing herself, cutting herself. Maybe I was just hoping against hope and deluded myself. Or maybe it's this way because Sayori or even Monica isn't here to interject and try to palisade them. Guess that's my job, at least for today. It sounds like an interesting read. The girls both turn their attention to me. Yuri looks a bit relieved by the distraction, and Natsuki's irritated look softens ever so slightly. I'm sorry I didn't have a third copy to share with you. It's not that cumbersome of a read and wouldn't take you that long. It's alright. Here, you can borrow my copy. Natsuki suddenly shoves her book towards me. Wait, are you sure? Yeah, I've actually got some other work to do before the club is over. So saying, she grabs her bag and walks over to the back corner of the classroom near the closet, sits at the desk, and begins her work. I look over to Yuri curiously. I don't know why, I just got a bad feeling. Not bad feeling, but like an anxious feeling in my stomach. I don't like being really alone with Yuri. Because I've said it many times, Yuri has given, Yuri's character in the main game, really fucked me up. Like, actually gave me, nightmares. If you're not interested in reading it, no, it's alright. I don't mind taking some time to read. Yuri nods and opens her own copy of the book. I look down and open the book. Natsuki handed it to me. Yuri is right. As it turns out, the story is a relatively short read, if a bit complicated. It's not something I'd normally read, but it's definitely entertaining enough to keep me engaged. Is this the end of the demo? Nope. I eventually finished and put the book down. I'm guessing that I'm guessing the demo is done after the first day. It has to be just the first day. There's no way there's no way they would drop a 2-day demo unless this mod goes for more than 5 days. That'll do it. I'm gonna end this episode here. Well, that'll do it for this episode of Doki Doki World of Dreams Act 2, the demo of Doki Doki World of Dreams Act 2. I should say the demo first. What happened this episode? We went to the club. We ran into Yae, and Kozu was running away from her, saying that, he just, it's like, oh, I just roughed her up a bit. I'm hoping Yae didn't do what I thought she did. I'm hoping she did just, shove her. But yeah, we were in the club with Yuri and Natsuki, and, nothing too out of the ordinary for now. So, that'll do it for this video. Feel free to let me know what you guys thought about it down in the comments below. Feel free to leave a like. Feel free to subscribe. Feel free to do whatever. It is completely up to you. Also, feel free to check out my merch store down in the comments, in the description. Down in the link in the description below. You don't have to buy anything, but I would appreciate it if you at least checked it out. I hope you all have a great day. Hope you all have a great night, great afternoon, great evening, whatever time it is for you. The link to this mod, as always, is down in the description below, as well as my Doki Doki World of Dreams Act 2 demo playlist. I love you all, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace!